It's very much a temple of football, the Santiago Bernabeu, right here in the Spanish capital, Madrid. My name is Derek Ray, and with me is my commentary partner Lee Dixon, and we're certainly in the mood for Champions League group stage action. It's Real Madrid up against Club Brugge.
Thank you, Derek. Well, it was a great start to their Champions League as far as Real Madrid are concerned. 3 points from their opening game, a really solid start. Same performance as last time surely means another 3 points.
A lot of forward thrust here from Ronaldo. Now what can he do? And how about that for reflex action?
Perfect goalkeeping. He waited, and then look at him spring.
Cross with the corner. Well, he couldn't quite keep the header down.
Well, it was the pace on the cross. Sometimes with that much power on the cross, just cushion it, otherwise it goes over. Well, that was the chance to take the lead, and the manager's frustration is there for all to see.
It is the perfect stage for a top player, and this man takes every game very seriously. He's out for goals. Cristiano Ronaldo, Lee.
Well, how'd you stop him? 4 goals in 3 games. I suggest the defenders, not just one of them, 2s and 3s might be the case.
He's had to go for it. Wins the ball. Cross. Isco has it. Well, they are the record winners of this great competition, Real Madrid. And you always feel, Lee, that no matter the stage of the competition, where Real Madrid are concerned, you're witnessing history.
Well, absolutely. Their history would suggest that they need to win every game because the pressure is always on them, and quite rightly so. And very close to my heart because they came over in '99 and played in my testimonial, so I love Real Madrid.
Very generous of them. They chose well. And Bale in the vicinity. And it's gone behind for the corner. Corner kick delivery from Toni Kroos. Staunch rearguard action. In possession, Marcelo. Marcelo. And space for the cross. A very effective clearance. This is Gareth Bale. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Well, he made sure there was absolutely no way through. And he stopped them. Just cross! Goalkeeping right out of the top drawer.
I cannot believe he's kept that out the net. Absolutely amazing.
Played into the centre of the box. Clattered away. Course. On to Bale. That effort, wayward to say the least, Lee.
Well, it's all about his body shape. Look what he's doing.
Here's Ronaldo. On the ball, Diatta. Mbaye Diagne.
Well, Derek, look at those stats for Real Madrid. Dominating possession over the last 15 minutes. Their play really deserves a goal. But you don't always get what you deserve in this game. We know that, Derek.
Ronaldo! Splendid save from the keeper. Danger averted.
Yeah, he didn't have long to react to that, but you have to praise his reflexes there.
And firing it into the fist on ball. It's Federico Rica getting forward and whipped into the box. Well, quite simply, the cross was too close to the keeper. Isco. Carvajal. The ball with Van Aken. Room to manoeuvre on the wing. He's protecting it effectively. Might be able to set up the chance. And crossed in the direction of the back post. It could be up for grabs. Diagne. Sadly, you've got to say, miles off target.
Well, if he'd have just bent it or maybe just gone for a bit more accuracy. Instead, he went for the strong shot and he just fluffed his lines.
This is Varane. Bale. Here's Ronaldo. Real Madrid moving the ball with purpose. What can they do from this position? Can they take the lead? And it's come off the keeper. Just cleared away in the nick of time. Toni Kroos.
Well, huge noise being made by the Real Madrid fans. The momentum is definitely with them.
So following the deflection, a corner kick coming up here. Well, it's all gone a bit quiet on the Kylian Mbappe front in this game, Lee.
Yeah, well, Ian Wright always said to me, when you're struggling to score goals, stay in front of them for longer, increase your...
He succeeded in getting his fist to it. Mbappe. A chance to whip it in. And a goal kick will be next. Well, this is the home of live football, and excited to have more action from La Liga coming up for you. It's Real Madrid, and they'll be taking on Granada.
Well, that should be a really interesting match-up atmosphere. I'm sure we're going to get an absolute belter, Derek.
We've been waiting to find out. Now we know a minimum of 3 added minutes here. On the ball, Diatta. Can they switch to an even higher gear? The cross is on. Speculative ball fired to the near post. The opening goal, but on the balance of play, who would have expected this?
Well, how have they done that? They don't deserve it, but they'll take it. Let's have a look at that again. The keeper thinks he's done enough, but he hasn't. It's just gone past him. He does get a touch on it, though.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. And that is that. Half-time here on the... Underway then in the second half of this Champions League group stage confrontation. They've regained possession. Great strong tackle, throw in forthcoming. Well, at first glance, you would think a strong possibility of a red card. Let's see. Now, will this alter things? Everything seemed to be under control, but with the red card, they've given the opposition a looking.
Well, his teammates won't be thanking him at the end of this game because they've still got work to do now.
Here's Carvajal. Carvajal. Now he must favour the cross. Can they put it away?
The visitors are struggling with possession, really. But again, we've seen it before. We'll see it again. Their counter-attack play has been absolutely fantastic. Pace really hurts defences, and they've got that in abundance.
That could well be his final warning. He's got to tread carefully from here on in.
Well, he has, yeah, but it's quite easy for the referees to throw yellow cards around willy-nilly, but not on this occasion.
I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, he'll get an extra sugar in his tea from the coach at half-time after that great first-half performance. Still touch and go in the second half with only a 1-goal lead, though.
Diatta. And they are on the move again. Well, possession ceded. Here's Ronaldo. He continues his run. Mbappe. Kroos. Isco. Fluency of movement. Mbappe tries his luck. The goalkeeper relatively untroubled.
Yeah, he's not going to let that one in, Derek.
Ronaldo. Here's Kroos. Marcelo. Wonderful challenge, and a throw-in coming up. Marcelo. Well, he has just veered into an offside position this time. Panakan now. That move looked as though it had genuine potential, but it's broken down. Well, the pass by Mbappe, he'll be disappointed. Panakan. He's given it straight to the opposition. In possession, Marcelo. Mbappe. Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet. And a throw-in forthcoming. Substitution for Real Madrid. In position here to protect the ball. Isco might fancy it. Diagne. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Beautifully disguised ball. And the danger cleared. Far from a good pass. Oh, nice ball over the top to chase. Real chance. Will he finish? You know what? He's going to be annoyed with himself given the position he was in, Lee.
Well, yeah, they worked it really well, didn't he? He's got in a position to score and not really took advantage of that.
Rafael Varane. Isco has it. In possession, Marcelo. Good visualisation and execution. Veering in field here. Staunch rearguard action. Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend. Oh, a vital interception.
Well, I thought they were back in it. I thought they were back in the game, to be honest with you. Derek, how close can you get?
And fed forwards. Benzema! The keeper was up to the task.
Well, it's a decent effort, but the real opportunity goes begging there.
Panakan. Gurmenchik has it. On the ball, Diatta. Former. An inability to keep hold of the ball there.
Well, these Real Madrid fans are demanding their team attack here. It's fair to say they haven't been at their best today, but you'd like to think they get another chance or two.
Showing a real desire to win it back. Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this? Ronaldo! What late excitement. And the match is level.
Here's the replay, and I can see why the keeper's a little frustrated. He thought he got enough on that to keep it out, but it's just gone past him and he's unlucky, really.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored. Even Steven, one apiece in this match. Just a couple of minutes left for play. On the ball, Diatta. And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. Cleared away comprehensively. And that is that for this match anyway. And you've got to say, a positive start to the group so far. A lot of forward thrust here from Ronaldo.
En primer lugar, querría agradecerle su tiempo para contestar a estas preguntas. Gracias, de verdad.
Well, the players here at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu are going to have the sun shining down on them. They'll be looking forward to that, no doubt. I'm Derek Ray here in the commentary position, and joining me will be Lee Dixon. And the focus is on one of the finest leagues in world football, La Liga. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Granada.
Yeah, thanks as always, Derek. It's a pleasure to be here. And
Benzema! Joy for the Merengues. Real Madrid have scored.
Well, they pushed and pushed. They tested and tested, and they got their reward. Well, here it is again, Derek. And when the ball goes in wide areas, sometimes defenders struggle to stop the crosses. They did on that occasion, and in the end, it's poor defending, but the ball's ended up in the back of the net.
So, underway again with Real Madrid in front. Here is Marco Asensio. Diogo Dalot. Nacho Fernandez. Mendy has it. The ball with James Rodriguez. Hazard. And cross towards Bale at the far post. It could be up for grabs. This might have potential. It certainly wasn't a clean tackle, and the referee has got to book him, I think. Referees like to manage the game just as much as players do, but today it is an early yellow card, and we'll see what effect that has on the match.
Well, it'll have a big effect, especially on the player, and also the defenders around that player that's been booked earlier in the game, because they now know he's walking a tightrope.
Tremblay. Mendy. Well, now here's Eden Hazard. Eteki. Puertas. It's with Carlos Fernandez. It's with Fulquier. Well, pass after pass. Maybe they can chisel an opportunity. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Rodriguez. Bale. Bale with others in the vicinity. Bale. And Benzema in the middle. A deft clearance. And he takes on the shot. It's still alive. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Asensio. Tremblay. That effort wayward, to say the least, Lee.
Well, it's all about his body shape. Look what he's doing.
It's with Herman. It's with Fulquier. An attack full of promise. Illegal play, and hence a free kick. He's been admonished by the referee. He's now got to walk something of a tightrope.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he's told him.
And that's sound goalkeeping to hang on to the shot like that. Benzema. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Federico Valverde. Useful looking position, you've got to say. A real opening now. And he's done it. Parity again. A magnificent game unfolding. Even Steven, one apiece in this match. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. Well, far too much on that particular cross. Eden Hazard. But he has just veered into an offside position this time. Carlos Fernandez. Eteki. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Not all that convincing defensively.
Well, Real Madrid possession stats are pretty good, but I don't think the manager or the fans will be too happy with this performance. It's all been a little bit too slow, too pedestrian. They need to find another gear if they're going to go on and win this.
Huertas. Oh, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. Diogo Dalot. Rodriguez. Well, sitting deep like this might be a dangerous game. He continues to make hay. Eden Hazard waiting to pounce. Well, that was anything but a textbook header, Lee.
Well, to be fair to him, it's not the easiest of chances. He's just caught you off the top of his head, really.
Bale. They're advancing here, Real Madrid. Can they take advantage of the position they're in? The electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. And that is that, half-time. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Real Madrid have given it away. Can they get in behind them? Excellent challenge. Alex Martinez. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Firing it towards goal. Priority was to hang on to the ball, which he did. More football for you to enjoy from La Liga coming up here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid, and they'll be facing Mallorca.
Yeah, atmospheres make games, Derek, and that should be an absolute belter.
James Rodriguez. Off the post and back in play. And a quick reminder, we've got more football from La Liga coming up for you live here on EA TV. It's Granada, and they'll be up against Osasuna.
Yeah, the fixtures come in thick and fast. Should be a good game, that. Though hopefully that's not the commentator's curse.
Ramon Aziz. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. Good control under pressure. Huertas. Going well. Low trajectory ball there. Oh, he's given it. Penalty. And an opportunity now for them to... jump in front. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong. Told the player exactly what he was thinking.
Oh, he's guessed correct. It might be the moment to get them ahead. And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day.
Well, let's have a look at that replay. As a defender, or all the defenders in the box, you've got to be a pessimist. You've got to expect something bad to happen. It's back off the keeper, and now it's in the back of the net.
Benzema. Ronaldo. Defensive efficiency personified. Nacho Fernandez. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Is with Vinicius Junior. Options in the centre. Carlos Fernandez.
As you can see, the visitors don't have too much of the ball, but they won't mind. They're winning this game. And why? Because their counter-attack is absolutely fantastic.
And they are on the move again. Has teammates waiting inside the area. Here's Ronaldo. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Ronaldo. And teammates to play it to. Well, it was pretty straightforward for the goalkeeper. The ball with James Rodriguez. Is with Vinicius Junior. Terrific block. Over it comes. Punched away. Federico Valverde. Asensio. And the defender got the last touch. That'll be a corner. And a substitution in the offing. He's driven in the corner. Well, not quite. A chance to whip it in. A wayward effort, and it's not going to help his team, Lee.
Well, wayward indeed. I think he had more time than he thought, and he just rushed it a little bit. Technique was all wrong.
He's given us away.
Well, Real Madrid fans are desperate for a goal, pushing their team forward. Will they get another chance?
Ronaldo at the ready. It could be. And he's knocked it out of play, so a throw-in is the decision. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. And scope for the cross. He's taken on his opponent here. Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend.
Not long left in this game now. I thought they were...
Intelligent threaded pass here. Making progress. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Inside the final 5 minutes now. Vinicius Junior, a real opening now. Well, a smart enough cross there, but no attacker able to touch it. Firing it in. Almost what you might call a jaw-dropping save.
Oh, he's got no right to make that save. It's absolutely fantastic.
Corner kick played in. Fisted clear. Has a go. The electronic board has been held aloft. 2 additional minutes here. Huertas. And the referee says that is all for today.
It is a great fixture with a wonderful history, and the fans are getting to fever pitch. Moments away, and it's live. Perfect pitch on a perfect day in this stadium. Martin Tyler here, along with Alan Smith. Our football comes from La Liga, and the match starts very shortly. It's Mallorca against Real Madrid.
I think the first 10 minutes might tell us how this match is going to pan out, who can gain the upper hand, who can get hold of it.
The ball's loose. Goalkeeper made the save, but he couldn't hold it. This is the home team lineup. Well, we think, Alan, it'll be a 4-5-1 formation, which can look a bit negative.
Yeah, but you look at the players in that five, that midfield five, and I think a couple at least will be trying to support the lone frontman.
Good clearance from Sergio Ramos. Quite a few changes for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois starts in goal. Sergio Ramos plays with Rafael Varane in central defence. Toni Kroos starts with Luka Modric in the centre of the park. And the great man is up front today, Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, there's no doubt what is the problem, Alan, with this home team today. They can't score enough goals. Everybody scored more than them.
Well, you can blame the forwards, but, you know, the service to them has been shocking at times.
Looking for goal now. And that's offside, Cristiano Ronaldo. Real Madrid really out to prove a point today, not to be affected by that home defeat in their last match. That loss against Granada.
Yeah, that 2-1 defeat would have come as a surprise, I think, to many within the ground, but they've
pushed back out into play. And it's in, and it's a goal, and it's Real Madrid who scored. He's got everything in his locker, Cristiano Ronaldo, and goal scoring is the hardest thing in the game, and he does it, he makes it look easy, as he has done again here.
He is a poacher extreme, a goal scorer, superb that was.
Real Madrid, as expected, have their noses in front. Sung-Yong-Ki. Gareth Bale. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, can he take them on? Ronaldo! Powerful drive, close enough to suggest have another go, son.
Yeah, strong shot. I think the keeper saw it coming all the way, though.
Well, he tried to find his man, but he's only put the ball into touch. Mbappe. Proper defending there. And that will be a goal kick. Let's take another look, Alan, at Cristiano Ronaldo's goal. It's given them the lead. Sung-Yong-Ki. Here they are, still probing away. That's an easy cutout for the opposition, saw the pass coming. It's what you do when you get the ball that really counts, and they're trying to make the most of that turnover in play. Clever ball. Bale. Is this the moment? He's given the penalty, and it's all going wrong at the moment.
Yeah, it's just got worse, Martin. I think that's probably the game done and dusted.
Looking again, Alan, at this, the slide tackle that went wrong.
Well, he's tried to go for the slide tackle, and he's a fraction off getting the ball. It is a foul.
He scored from the spot. I don't know anyone more confident about taking penalties than him.
No, he didn't. Cristiano Ronaldo, left or right foot, he can take them with both.
Restarting at 2-0. Cut out the pass. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. Can really get at the opposition here. He's blocked the shot well. It's unlike him, really, to play the ball straight to the opposition. And here's the shot. And this is a goal!
And what a finish this was. Really did put his boot through it to find the left-hand side.
Off we go again, 2-1. Oh, half-time not that far away, and Real Madrid with an eye on it, maybe, with this lead.
Yeah, I think they'll be fairly confident that they can see it through.
Into the attacking third. Trying to pick out someone in the centre. Well, poor pass, good interception. Take your choice. An opponent around him, that's good screening of the football. Mbappe. Kroos. Here's a chance to go down the outside of the opposition. Could have done better with the cross into the goalkeeper's reach. Marcelo. Well, the referee is blown for half-time here with... And the referee has blown, and the second half is now in progress. patiently passing the ball around, trying to make a chance. Pushed out by the goalkeeper, but only into a dangerous area. More La Liga action to come on EA Sports, and it will involve the home side. It's the next fixture in the league. Good defensive play, no cross, and no danger now. He's put in the corner. It's broken down, and they'll have to try again. He's got some room out there. This could be it. Carvajal. Saw the direction of the pass. Got to keep the ball here under some pressure. At the Anoeta today is Alan McAnally with a goal to tell us about Alan.
It's a goal.
Trotto! Fabricio, the goalkeeper, simple save. The scorers in that game, Real Betis, have got the goal. Alan McAnally was doing his level best to give you an update on it until we had to interrupt because of what's happening here. The score is now 1-0. Modric. Ronaldo. Fantastic save. Well, the losing team have got to do something, and this is it, the substitution. Put the corner in the middle. And it's in the net for the goal. Hat-trick. Goal number 3 here. And it's a perfect day for the player. They will be signing the match ball for him afterwards because of a hat-trick.
Yeah, he won't forget this day in a hurry. Top stuff from him.
Just a reminder, 3-1 it is now, the scoreline. Sung Young Ki. Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass. Carvajal. There's still danger here after this half clearance. Excellent attacking play here. They could open up the opposition now. Referee's going to take action here. Marcelo is going to get a yellow here. It's a clear foul from that sliding challenge.
So often with these tackles, it's the follow-through, isn't it? You may get the ball, but the scissor motion on the player can be nasty.
Well, it's cleared, but it's gone behind. It's a corner. It is Ronaldo that we have to talk about. He's just such a great talent, Alan.
Well, you've only got to look at the screen to see how successful, how positive he's been around goal. He's been so effective and got on the score sheet as well. Superb performance.
Modric. Still 20 minutes to go. Teammates getting out of the way because they know he can dribble it here. Cristiano Ronaldo, so good in the air. It's a brave effort, really, in amongst the players to get the header in, but off target, way off target.
Yeah, not his best effort, that's for sure.
Modric. Modric. Trying to steer it through. Brilliant goal! For Real Madrid, they're just emphasising their superiority and widening the margin.
Yeah, I think so, and you look at their overall play and they've deserved it.
Different angle on it here. Strong challenge, and it's a throw. Just over quarter of an hour left on my watch. Cut out the pass. Taking on a couple of opponents now. Hit the post! Another turnover in play here with that interception. That wide area, useful for Real Madrid now. It's a good piece of defending to stop the supply into the centre. That's a straightforward piece of work for the goalkeeper. Toni Kroos. Cristiano Ronaldo. Tackle goes in. Yannis Salibu. Now he wants to take them on. And the referee spotted that deflection. He's pointed for the corner. Well, you have to have the pain to get the gain, and they've suffered, these supporters, sometimes, but it's gain today, isn't it?
Well, they've seen their team play well out there today, and they're happy to celebrate before the ref has called a halt to proceedings.
The opposition looking to close him down. Well, they couldn't keep possession. They've given it away. Nice piece of tackling here. And that's strong defending. Can't keep the ball at the moment. Kroos. Mendy. And we're hearing there will be 3 added minutes here.
That's a fine challenge, and he's got the ball.
Jędrzejczyk.
Great tackle.
And it's come to an end now as the referee blows the whistle for the last time. Let's get a view on Cristiano Ronaldo's match here from Alan Smith.
Well, a hat-trick. His team have won.
Well, the Bosphorus is very much part of the story here in Istanbul, and we're on the European side of it at the home of Galatasaray. My name is Derek Ray. With me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and England defender Lee Dixon. And we've got Champions League group stage action to bring you tonight. It's Galatasaray facing Real Madrid.
Yeah, it's important you're consistent throughout these group stages. You can't afford any slip-ups, no drop points. As before you know it, you're out the running. Anticipating a really good game today, Derek. Hopefully we're not disappointed.
A significant block by Ramos. Well, here's how it looks for Galatasaray. Would you call it 4-5-1, Lee?
Yeah, I really like this formation, Derek. 4-2-3-1, really. The two central midfield players supplying support to a three ahead of them, and then a lone striker with a number 10 just behind him.
Now they've lost it. And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois, the Belgian, will be in goal. Nacho Fernandez plays alongside Sergio Ramos in central defence. And leading the attack today is Kylian Mbappe. Well, back when the teams were drawn into groups, no one expected the home side tonight to struggle quite as much in this section.
Yeah, speaking to the fans before the game, you can sense the optimism, and who can blame them? If they keep up this form, they might even reach the quarter-final. Who knows, a semi?
It has to be. Just had to keep his concentration to the maximum, and he did. Corner for Real Madrid. Well, it has come to nothing. Yimi Durmaz now. Younes Belhanda. Schenner on the ball. Here's Belhanda. The explosive Kylian Mbappe. A World Cup winner with France, and so many strings to his footballing bow, Lee.
Well, I was lucky enough to play with a young Thierry Henry at Arsenal, and this young man is better than Thierry Henry.
And threading it forward. And nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately. And news coming in of a goal at the Parc des Princes. Here's Alan McInally.
It's a goal for Paris Saint-Germain. It's been scored by Neymar. He picked the ball up on the edge of the area, burst between two defenders and slipped the ball under the keeper. 16 minutes played, 1-1.
Thanks very much as always, Alan. Durmaz. Şener Özbayrakli. Promising sequence. Crossing possibilities. And it's gone out for a throw-in to Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Isco. Well, he's given us away. Donk. Well, Lee Dixon, there's no getting away from the fact that Real Madrid are Champions League royalty.
Absolutely, Derek. There's certain clubs around the world, Barcelona, Manchester United, teams like that with huge histories, and Real Madrid are...
Has a go. Staunch rearguard action. Onyekuru. And it's with Falcao now. Ryan Donk. Couldn't keep the ball. Durmaz. It's with Louis Andama here. Şener Özbayrakli. Yimi Durmaz now. Given away.
Well, as you can see from the possession, there's little between these two teams. It's been a real tight, cagey affair. You just hope it opens up a little, that one of these teams is willing to take a few risks.
Eden Hazard waiting to pounce. Foiling them effectively. Mbappe. And a throw-in forthcoming. Tremblay. James Rodriguez. Can't miss, surely. Not even close to troubling the goalkeeper.
Well, no, I can see what he's trying to do. He just got the technique all wrong. He'll get another chance.
Mbappe. Isco. James. Well, they do like to press whenever they can. Şener on the ball. Yimi Durmaz now. Is it going to end up being productive for them? Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore. Mbappe with it. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. And it's with Falcao now. And the cross is very much on. A cross there that was decidedly ordinary. Great pressure to win the ball back. So the whistle then. We're up. Underway then in the second half of this Champions League group stage confrontation. The ball with James Rodriguez. Eden Hazard. Now the attack promising as it was, scuppered there. Lemina. Falcao. I'm hearing there's been a goal in the PSG match. Alan McInally can fill us in.
It's a second goal for Paris Saint-Germain. It's been scored by Neymar. A long-range, swerving and tipping effort that left the keeper standing. 48 minutes played. 2-1.
Alan McInally keeping us right up to date. And very deftly cut out. Belanda. Here's from... It's got to be! Well, you know, I don't think the goalkeeper will be the slightest bit bothered by that effort.
Well, he won't want to watch that on the replay, I tell you. He was way wide there.
Mendy. Doughty defending to win the ball back. Well, we have a mouth-watering tussle from La Liga coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid against Barcelona.
Yeah, it's very easy to build a cake.
And passing with a velvet touch. Inspirational goalkeeping from Thibaut Courtois.
That's what he's there for. Keep the ball out the net. Brilliant. Well, the crowd are pushing their team forward. Great atmosphere here. Surely the pressure will count.
And caught with ease. No real threat from the cross. And a goal it is, the opener in this game.
Well, keep it tight. That's what both managers would have been saying. But now the opening goal's gone in. Tactics have got to change.
The opening goal of the game then. And 30 minutes left for play in this match. Isco. Oh, goodness, he was right on top of the situation to get the ball back for his team. Isco has it. A move of promise on the flank. Schenner on the ball. Donk. Wistful looking position, you've got to say. Can they convert? And denied only by the post that time, Lee.
Well, when you shoot, you put your head down, you aim at the target, and sometimes you just miss it.
Nacho Fernandez. Federico Valverde. Mendy. Mbappe. Oh, maybe the equaliser. Keeper's contribution. And he's gone and scored for Real Madrid.
Well, that's what Real Madrid do. They put you under pressure and you normally crumble. Well, here's the replay. It comes off the keeper and he's every right to ask where his defenders are. They were second to react and it's in the back of the net.
Even Steven, one apiece on this match. Rodriguez. Here is Marco Asensio. Tremblay. Real Madrid moving the ball with purpose. What can they do from this position? Hazard! Superb save from the keeper.
Well, that's what you're paying for. Defenders defend. Goalkeepers make saves like that.
Corner kick played over. Fist on ball. Mbappe. Terrific block. Not much time to make up his mind. And can he deliver accurately? It's there for him. Just a bit too high with that powerful effort.
Yeah, he's just leaned back, Derek. Power was there, but not the direction. Well, as you can see, Derek, they're creating plenty of chances, but they're just unable to make it count. They haven't been clinical enough. Surely, though, it's just a matter of time before they find the breakthrough.
Went in strongly, decisively. Yimi Durmaz now. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Schenner on the ball. Unable to keep the ball that time. Marco Asensio. He might be able to profit from the wide position. Thundered clear. Here's Mbappe. Modric. Diogo Dalot. Asensio. Mbappe! Sadly, too many things wrong about that effort.
Oh, everything was wrong about it. Body shape, positioning, the idea of where he was going to put the ball. It was all going wrong. It's a poor attempt, really, for him.
Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. And only 2 minutes remaining here. Here's Lemina. A sloppy pass. And providing width. Might be dangerous. He succeeds in clearing it. Luka Modric. Aimed towards Mbappe. And he's clear as lines. So this group stage confrontation is over. And in the end, the sides couldn't... Tremblay. James Rodriguez. There is no bigger game in Spanish football, and they're certainly the two most successful teams with such passionate fans. Stay with us. We'll bring you all the action live from Catalonia as Barcelona face Real Madrid. Well, this wonderful city offers the visitors so much, including football. Barcelona, of course. My name is Derek Ray, and with me in the commentary position is the Arsenal legend Lee Dixon. And we're focusing on, technically speaking, one of the best leagues in the world. I'm talking, of course, about La Liga. It's Barcelona facing Real Madrid.
Well, thank you, Derek. All the talking is done. Time now to put the coach's plans into action. Let's hope both teams really have a go at each other from the start of this match. It should be a cracker.
And the Barcelona shape looks like this. Marc-Andre ter Stegen starts in goal. Clément Lenglet plays alongside Alessio Romagnoli in central defence. Still alive. Into the goalkeeper's grateful grasp at the second time of asking, but first time around, it was a good deal more complicated.
Oh, it was a fabulous save initially. He gets the ball in the end with great relief.
Federico Valverde. Toni Kroos. Marcelo. Tremblay. The ball with Luka Modric. Valverde. Kroos. And when you analyse this, Lee, you just feel that all attacking roads ought to lead to Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, I hope these defenders have read the player notes for this game. They're up against the goal machine. They need all their focus and attention to stop him scoring today. Watch this space.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot attempted. Wonderful save from Marc-Andre ter Stegen.
Keeping it out the net's his speciality. What a save that is.
Kroos with the corner. The idea was to get the corner beyond the first defender, but he didn't succeed. Well, he didn't miss by all that much with the header, just a little bit off target. A very attractive looking move, easy on the eye, but nothing there. Marcelo. Kroos is with Vinicius Junior. Here's Ronaldo. This is Kroos. And the defender finding a solution to the problem. In possession, Marcelo. Valverde. Modric. Ronaldo. Won it back. Well, so many negatives for Real Madrid fans last season, and what was really annoying was losing to Barcelona at the semi-final stage of the Spanish Cup League.
Well, people say the worst place to lose is in a final. No, the worst place to lose is in a semi-final against your fiercest rivals, Derek.
De Jong. Suarez. De Jong. Now Messi, beautifully disguised ball. That really was a terrific save by the Belgian.
Oh, Courtois at his best. What a fantastic save.
He has time to play it over. Tremblay. It's still alive. Barcelona have given us away. Luka Modric with the pass. And behind it goes the concession of a corner here. Corner kick played over. He succeeded in getting his fist to it. Luka Modric. Wide of the target, and he's going to be disappointed.
Disappointed? Wow, it's a shocker. He should be doing a lot better than that.
Artur. Now Jordi Alba. Lenglet. De Jong. Vidal. Artur has it. Good ball movement and a decent position here for Barcelona. Bale. And now this is Lenglet. Messi. He's going forward well here. Not a good pass. Crossing possibilities. Vinicius Junior. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. And Cristiano Ronaldo waiting. Can they put it away? Well, the first 45 minutes have come and gone here in Catalonia. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Is with Vinicius Junior. No worries for the keeper. Federico Valverde. Mbappe. Given away. Who has it? Vidal. An exciting La Liga match in prospect here on EA TV. It's Barcelona facing Real Valladolid.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium. It should be a really entertaining match.
Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. It's with Vinicius Junior. Given away by Real Madrid. Messi. He cuts it back. And it's a goal from Luis Suarez.
Well, just watch this. Absolutely brilliant.
So back underway, and it's Barcelona holding the advantage. The ball with Luka Modric. They did have the ball, but not anymore. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. And options in the centre. Tremblay. Lucas Vazquez. Vidal, perfect tackle. And a quick reminder, we've got more football from La Liga coming up for you live here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid facing Leganés.
Well, that should be a really interesting match-up atmosphere. I'm sure we're going to get an absolute belter, Derek.
Mastery of the passing game. Cristiano Ronaldo. Carvajal. The ball with Lucas Vazquez. Fruitful looking attack. And that was a very fine read. And providing width. Read it magnificently and intercepted. No nonsense clearance. Excellent vision. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Mbappe tries his luck. It wasn't far away from the target, Lee.
No, it was decent. Really, really decent chance for the lad. They'll keep pushing away to try and get that equaliser.
Couldn't keep it. Mbappe with it. Marcelo making progress. Routine, really. And in the second half, the signs are positive. They can't relax, Lee, but they ought to be pleased. Firing it in. Failed to keep hold of it. A chance maybe from the wide position. Options in the centre. Barcelona have been awarded the throw-in. Griezmann. Looks promising, this. Griezmann. It's opening up for them. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. And they'll have to throw it back in play. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game.
Well, it's super loud in here right now, almost over the line for Barca. Most of the hard work is done. The fans are trying their best.
Draxler! And the keeper gets in the way. If they can score again from this corner, it probably would be the end of the story. Corner kick played over and fisted away. It might be on for them. And gobbled up by Courtois. Here's Ronaldo. Marcelo. Mbappe. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. And he's got to clear his lines. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. 1 minute remaining. A bit sloppy in possession. Ronaldo threading it through. Mbappe. No problems grabbing hold of that one. And the referee blows for full time. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's very much a temple of football, the Santiago Bernabeu, right here in the Spanish capital, Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you commentary, and joining me is the former Arsenal defender, Lee Dixon. I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Spanish top flight, La Liga. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Leganés.
Yeah, really looking forward to this one, Derek. Excite me, come on, let's see some entertainment.
And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Alphonse Areola starts in goal. Isco starts with Toni Kroos in the centre of midfield. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. Realising that it might be opening up on the opposite flank. Real Madrid found themselves on the wrong end of the scoreline last time out as they lost against Barcelona. What do you expect from them in this game, Lee?
Well, they were a little unlucky.
Giving it a try and putting his body on the line. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Well, that is annoying for any manager to see your own player giving the ball away from a throw-in. And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? Well, he's going to be cross with himself, straight into that human barrier. And fired over by punched away. Lucas Vazquez. Tremendous block. Well, looking at the table, one team certainly surpassing expectations. Real Sociedad lead.
Yeah, fantastic start. They've got to build on that start now. All of a sudden in the Champions League spot. Can they keep it going? A long way to go, but the confidence they built up over this first part of the season, that could carry them through towards the end and have a really good finish.
It's Melem. And if you want midfield authority, Toni Kroos is your man. Lee, what sort of performance do you think he has in him?
Well, he's a playmaker, it's simple as that. If you give him the space, he will destroy your team. So close him down. Make sure he doesn't get the room he needs.
Kroos! Goalkeeping right out of the top drawer.
I cannot believe he's kept that out the net. Absolutely amazing.
Diogo Dalot on the ball. Benzema. Benzema seducing with his passing. And a goal kick given. More action from La Liga coming up for you live here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid against Real Betis.
Yeah, that looks a great matchup, doesn't it? Looking forward to some fast-flowing football there.
Siovas on the ball. Bale. Bale has given us away. Eraso has it. They've regained possession. Isco. This is Kroos. Really sitting deep now. That could be problematic.
Well, Derek, look at those stats for Real Madrid. Dominating possession over the last 15 minutes. Can they keep that pressure on and get the goal there?
In possession to give them the lead, maybe. And the challenge, crisp and clean. Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this? Good-looking sequence. He has plenty of support. And that was a very fine read. This is Gareth Bale. Isco. Well, he went for placement, but it didn't go to plan.
Well, we just see his body position there. He's trying to open himself up, bend it into that corner, but he got it all wrong.
Slipshod passing. Benzema. Rodriguez. Toni Kroos. Isco. On to Gareth Bale. A really high-quality save.
Well, it's all about concentration. Goalkeepers can go so long without doing anything. Look at that stretch.
The end product just wasn't there. The pass from Lucas Vazquez was devoured. Being pressed and pressed high. And it's with Rocky Mesa. Running with the ball confidently. And the referee is going to add on 3 minutes. Rodriguez. Kroos. Mendy. Not getting anxious when they have the ball. The ball with James Rodriguez. Kroos. Now with Benzema. And that is that half-time here in the Spanish capital. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. And the cross is very much on. An opportunity with the header, but not troubling the goalkeeper at all, Lee.
Well, I say one thing, technique, and he didn't have any.
Now, Eder Militao. Nacho Fernandez. Kroos. Benzema. And they've won possession again. A more exciting La Liga action coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Leganés, and they take on Eibar.
Yeah, it's very easy to build.
It might be the moment to get them ahead. A case of foiling the opposition by whatever means. A chance to nudge in front. Corner kick here. And over comes the corner. Well, that's gone out, and it is going to be a goal. Kick. A triple substitution from Real Madrid, something you don't see too often. Here is Marco Asensio. Here's Mbappe. Oh, nice ball. Mbappe. Benzema waiting. Taking care of business defensively here. The Merengues have lost the ball. Eraso has it. Benzema. Isco. Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them ahead. And they deal with the threat this time. The ball with James Rodriguez. Marco Asensio. He takes aim. Terrific block there. Just not looking confident in possession. Benzema. And now passing it through. The opening goal. Due reward for their efforts.
Well, they've made the pressure count. They really deserve this lead. Well, it's such a good run. It's a great pass. That's so difficult to defend against. It's the movement that causes the problems. Lovely goal.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? And the match back in business. Real Madrid with the advantage. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Eraso has it. Eden Hazard. Karim Benzema. Here's Mbappe. Well, that's how to put in a challenge. Roque Mesa shows us. He might be able to profit from the wide position. Options in the centre. Hazard. Rodriguez. Mbappe. I must say this looks promising. Space and time for the cross. He must finish! And the goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, here it is again. You're trained from a young age to get in those sort of positions, and never in any real doubt he'd finish that. Cool and composed.
Well, a second goal for them here. Bustinza. He has time to play it over. Well, the clearance half-hearted.
Real Madrid certainly enjoying the bulk of possession here. If you have that much of the ball, you can put pressure on the opposition defence. And they look like they're creaking. That's why they're winning comfortably.
Mendy has it. Rodriguez. Isco has it. Only 10 minutes remaining here. Hazard. The ball with James Rodriguez. Here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Well, he knows he can do a lot better on the shooting front.
Well, how many times has he had that chance in training and scored? On that occasion, all over the place.
Bustinza. Mark Navarro. And it's with Roque Mesa. And it's gone out for a throw-in to Real Madrid. Substitution time it is. Rodriguez. Marco Asensio. Benzema. Here's Mbappe. And Benzema in the middle. Clattered away. And only 2 minutes remaining here. It's Melem. Mark Navarro. And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. And the emphasis is on creativity. Decided to come in from the flank. Losing possession here. An abundance of space. Has a go. Well, it's goal after goal after goal. Just no end to this. A brilliant display.
Well, as we see from the replay, the keeper's got no chance. It's all about the strike, all about the power. He does everything right. Head down, back of the net.
Well, let's go back to the goal that was scored.
Well, enjoy the good days as a coach. It could be a roller coaster ride, I can tell you that.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. And there it is, the final whistle. Not a contribution in this game.
Muchas gracias por su tiempo y por sus respuestas a las siguientes preguntas. Muchas gracias.
As the top scorer in the league, no surprise to see our cameras affixed to him during the warm-up. Can he add to his tally today? We'll find out soon. And we find ourselves at one of the most iconic venues in world football, the Santiago Bernabeu, here in the Spanish capital, Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, joined in the commentary position by Lee Dixon. An action coming up from the Spanish top division, La Liga. It's Real Madrid up against Real Betis.
Well, I'm excited about this one. Great atmosphere in here. Everybody looking forward to this game, especially me and you.
And the starting players for Real Madrid. Luka Modric plays with Toni Kroos in the centre of midfield. And leading the attack today is the hard to contain Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, here's the Betis starting 11. Aissa Mondi plays alongside Bartra in central defence. And they line up with just the one striker looking to do a bit of damage. That's excellent defending following the cross. Canales. In possession, Fekir. It's with Alenia. Manoeuvring his way forward. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Real Madrid had a spring in their step last time out as they won against Leganés. What do you expect today, Lee?
Well, Derek, it was easy enough for them in their last game, a 3-0 home win. Another win for me today, same again.
Pedraza with it. Canales. Pedraza. And it's Iglesias. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Mbappe with it. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo. Oh, a lovely ball. Vinicius Junior. Well, he couldn't quite keep the header down.
Well, it was the pace on the cross. Sometimes with that much power on the cross, just cushion it, otherwise it goes over. Well, that was the chance to take the lead, and the manager's frustration is there for all to see.
News of a goal at the Metropolitano. Alan McInally can fill us in.
It's a goal for Atletico Madrid. It's been scored by Saul. The keeper won't want to see it again. He came together and the ball took a slight bobble up.
Ronaldo! Denied by the bar. Back in play here. It was a nearly moment as it came back off the woodwork. But the goalkeeper has it now.
Massive relief from the goalkeeper. He stood and watched, and then it ended up in his hands.
Nabil Fekir. Well, apologies to Alan McInally for having to cut him off. To confirm, Atletico have scored in that game. And their lead stands at 1-0 presently. And possession lost, intercepted. Chance to attack using width. Mbappe. Alenia. Ramos.
Well, Real Madrid at possession stats over the last 50.
Can't miss, surely! A very high degree of difficulty for any goalkeeper.
Sheer quality. Quality of the shot and certainly quality of the save.
And fired over by Kroos. Almost what you might call a jaw-dropping save.
Oh, he's got no right to make that save. It's absolutely fantastic.
Toni Kroos. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Modric. Ramos. Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. Diogo Dalot on the ball. Well, that was a beautiful challenge from William Carvalho. Well, not coincidentally, following the departure of Cristiano Ronaldo, Real Madrid suffered through one of their worst ever seasons. How on earth did it happen, Lee?
Well, he only scored 63 goals. That's what happens when Ronaldo gets 44 in his last season. You need people to step up to the plate. They lost 12 games last season as well, Derek. Really poor season from them. Some players have to really have a look at themselves. Well, you can tell what the fans think of that decision. They're certain it should have been a penalty.
Tremblay. Here's Ronaldo. Ronaldo! The opening goal. Due reward for their efforts.
Well, they've made the pressure count. They really deserve this lead. Well, he's gone for pure power, and why not when you've got a rocket in your boot? What a strike.
And they're playing once more. Real Madrid with the lead here. Now Canales. William Carvalho. Given away. Mbappe. Luka Modric. Ronaldo. Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend. And offside it is. Tremblay, Modric. Diogo Dalot. Far from a good pass. A chance maybe from the wide position. In possession, Fekir. And that is that. Half-time. Into the second half then, here at the Bernabeu. Nabil Fekir. Juanmi. Given away. Here's Mbappe. Marcelo lost it just then. News coming through of a goal scored at the Wanda Metropolitano. Alan McInally.
It's a second goal for Atletico Madrid. It's been scored by Morata. He prodded home in a scramble after a corner. 50 minutes played. 2-0.
Regular updates from Alan McInally along the way. Well, a more than satisfactory performance from Ronaldo in the first half, Lee.
Well, his manager will be delighted with him. He's been spot on in this game, hasn't he? Energy, imagination, desire, and a steely determination.
Mbappe. Here's Ronaldo. Here's Mbappe. Real chance. A 1v1 situation. And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, here's the replay. I never liked rebound goals off goalkeepers. The defenders should be there. Probably would have been my fault. On that occasion, his defenders went missing.
It's going their way. 2-0. And another treat from La Liga coming up for you live here on EA TV. It's Real Betis facing Sevilla.
Yeah, atmospheres make games, Derek, and that should be an absolute belter.
And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Ronaldo. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. He's enjoying space. And teammates to play it to. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. The pressure was high, and they could be in here. Possession lost, intercepted. Intense pressure. It's with Alenia. Marcelo went strongly in. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. It's with Vinicius Junior. It's with William Carvalho. In possession, Fekir. Fekir. Alenia. Well, you've got to conclude that it was completely overhit. And a throw-in it's going to be. Well, they've been getting... The substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Juanmi on the ball. Well, the clearance half-hearted. Bartra has it. William Carvalho. In possession, Fekir. And the cross is very much on. And a wretched cross, really, over everyone. Speculative ball fired to the near post. Well, it was pretty straightforward for the goalkeeper. Breaking at pace. Hazard on the ball. And the through ball from Modric. Oh, the referee has given it. Penalty it is. Well, it had to be a penalty, and a booking part of the story as well. A horrific miss. That's the way to get yourself taken off penalty duty.
Well, it's a shocker. You might as well look over at the sideline because I think his number's up.
There's been a goal in the Atletico game. Alan McInally can tell us more.
It's a third goal for Atletico Madrid. 79 minutes played. 3-0.
Thanks, Alan. Rodriguez. The ball with Luka Modric. Kroos. Bale. Modric. And very deftly cut out. Hazard. Full of ideas, Eden Hazard. Well, it all counts for naught. Tremendous intuition to win it back. And now here's Eden Hazard. Canales. Alex Moreno. Inside the final 2 minutes of this contest. And it's with Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Oh, goodness, he was right on top of the situation to get the ball back for his team. And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. And that's an important intervention. And now it is truly... Oh, a lovely ball. Well, he couldn't.
En primer lugar, querría agradecerle su tiempo para contestar a estas preguntas. Gracias por las respuestas.
It's very much a temple of football, the Santiago Bernabeu, right here in the Spanish capital, Madrid. Derek Ray here on the commentary box, joined as always by former Arsenal and England fullback Lee Dixon. And we've got UEFA Champions League group stage action to bring you tonight. It's Real Madrid facing Galatasaray.
Yeah, it's important you're consistent throughout these group stages. You can't afford any slip-ups, no drop points. As before you know it, you're out the running. Anticipating a really good game today, Derek. Hopefully we're not disappointed.
Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. Well, the travelling fans will be hoping their heroes can replicate. In possession to give them the lead, maybe. It's still alive. Well, good defending, clattered out of there.
Well, you have to be alive from the first whistle in football, and the goalkeeper was certainly alive there. Well, the Real Madrid fans are urging their team on here. Can the players respond to this noise?
And a no-nonsense clearance. Well, I understand there's been a goal at the Parc des Princes. Alan McInally.
It's a goal for Paris Saint-Germain. It's been scored by Neymar. A magnificent dipping shot from the edge of the area. 10 minutes played, 1-0.
Cheers again, Alan. Isco. Here's Ronaldo. Mendy. He could pick out a teammate. Ronaldo. Simple save for the keeper.
Well, he had to pick the flight of the ball up, that was all. Got behind it. Good save.
Given his magnificent form, then there's every reason to believe that Cristiano Ronaldo will make an impact here.
He's really hit form of late. The defenders are really going to have to watch him. 4 goals in the last 3 matches.
Isco has it. Bale. And decent acreage for Real Madrid to run into. Very clear who got the last touch. So a corner coming up. And firing it into the area. The keeper was up to the task.
Well, it's a decent effort, but it's a real opportunity goes begging there.
Bale. Tremblay. Benzema. Fruitful looking attack. And clears his lines. Well, he did his best to remain onside, but just failed.
Yeah, it was close, but that's all it needs to be, close. He was offside.
Isco has it. Federico Valverde. Rafael Varane. And make no mistake, Lee, Real Madrid expect to progress to the knockout stages in every Champions League campaign. Nevertheless, every Champions League match, irrespective of the stage, is a special occasion involving the merengues.
Well, it is. They're football royalty, as they say, and every time they take the pitch, they expect to win, let alone in the Champions League, La Liga, any competition they're in, and quite rightly so, because their history is really, really rich.
A very attractive looking move, easy on the eye, but nothing there. And a chance for him on the flank. I think he knew he was guilty of fouling. Free kick conceded. So after that, a goal kick it'll be. Well, this is the home of live football, and we have more action from La Liga coming up for you. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Eibar.
Well, that should be a really interesting match-up atmosphere. I'm sure we're going to get an absolute belter, Derek.
It's all about translating threats into goals. Crossing opportunity. Can he do it from miles out? And on the volley, that's not exactly how he intended to catch it.
Well, it's worth a chance. 1 in 10, it goes in the top corner. 9 out of 10 goes where it did do.
News of a goal in the PSG game. Alan McInally has the details.
It's a second goal for Paris Saint-Germain. It's been scored by Edison Cavani. A fantastic power header that the keeper just couldn't keep out. 34 minutes played, 2-0.
Thanks very much as always, Alan.
Well, Real Madrid possession stats are brilliant, but that doesn't lead to goals necessarily. They haven't created enough. Too slow up front, midfield, very average. The coach, he's not happy at...
Benzema! It had an invitation attached, but he couldn't avail himself of the opportunity.
Well, just look at him. He thinks it's in, just wide.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Federico Valverde. It looks promising. Bale. Surely, the opening goal, due reward for their efforts.
Well, they've made the pressure count. They really deserve this lead. Well, here's the replay. Defenders don't like it when he goes to wide areas because they know what's going to happen. The ball's going to come into the box, and on that occasion, it comes in, and now they're picking it out the back of the net.
So, underway again with Real Madrid in front. Here's Belhanda. Lemina. Younes Belhanda. Well, you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Bale looking purposeful, getting into that advanced position. Benzema! And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here.
Well, they say there's no better time to score just before half-time. The team talk of both sides are going to be changing now. It's a good finish, Derek, and they deserve the lead.
It's going their way, 2-0. And that is that, half-time here on the Spanish. And the second half of this Champions League group stage meeting is underway. Onyekuru. Here is Yuto Nagatomo. Here's Lemina. Younes Belhanda. Donk. Well, the pass not finding its target. Mendy. Tremblay. Well, visionary passing. Almost his second goal of this match. But the goalkeeper had his own views on that subject.
Well, he'd be looking for a brace, the striker. Not to be on that occasion.
And now the delivery. A punch-happy goalkeeper. He could pick out a teammate. Going well. And Benzema in the middle. Making sure nothing untoward happened. Real Madrid get the throw-in. Mendy. An important interception. Martin Lines. Durmaz. And Lines here. Good-looking sequence. Falcao waiting. And Ramos gets in the way. It has to be. And in it goes.
Well, here it is. You have to say they've come under an awful lot of pressure today, but it's a sucker punch. They've gone up the other end and got a well-taken goal.
Well, 2-1 it is here. This is Gareth Bale. A good and fair challenge. Well, he's given us away. They're advancing here, Real Madrid. Can they take advantage of the position they're in? Wonderful block. Nagatomo. Onyekuru. Here's Belhenda. Well, the fans enjoyed that pass. Chance to attack using width. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Passing it around with aplomb. No real threat, you've got to say. Mendy. Here's Ronaldo. And Benzema wasteful with that one. They've regained possession. And news coming in of a goal at the Parc des Princes. Here's Alan McInally.
It's another goal for Paris Saint-Germain. It's been scored by Mauro Icardi. The keeper probably didn't see this till late. A low hard shot from distance through a crowd of players, buried into the back of the goal. 72 minutes played, 4-0.
Alan McInally keeping us right up to date. Mendy has it. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. Perhaps an opportunity for Isco. And the goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, when the run is timed to perfection and the ball is perfectly weighted, this is what you get, a great goal.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle. So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Moving forward effectively. Henry Onyekuru. He has teammates to play it to. And he's got the beating of his opponent. Delivered into the area here. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Well, he was being pursued furiously. The effort, though, nothing to write home about, really.
No, I think you give the credit to the defender there. Just put him off balance.
The ball with Lucas Vazquez. Real Madrid moving the ball with purpose. What can they do from this position? Will he breathing a sigh of relief? Ball one. And he knocked it over the touchline, so it will be a throw-in here. Substitution time it is. Lucas Vazquez. Tremblay. Benzema. Bale. Fine cross into the middle. Thumped clear. Mendy. This is Gareth Bale. Benzema. Federico Valverde. Ronaldo. A real opening now. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Corner kick played over. Quite simply, not clinical enough with the header, Lee.
Well, headers are always difficult. It's all about timing, and he got the timing completely wrong there.
We have entered the final minute of normal time. Well, great read there to intercept. Ronaldo. And there the story ends tonight. 3 points for Real Madrid.
Well, with a tight game like this, you're after a good performance. They got that. It was an entertaining game as well. Sometimes it comes down to being fitter than the opposition. A little bit of luck sometimes, but also...
Falcao waiting.
En primer lugar, muchas gracias por dedicar parte de su tiempo a contestar estas preguntas. Muchas gracias por su tiempo.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to the Municipal de Ipurua. I'm Martin Tyler. He's Alan Smith. As always, my sidekick for these commentaries. Delighted to see Alan. Our action is from La Liga. It's Eibar against Real Madrid.
Yeah, thanks, Martin. I think both teams here are going to be positive. They are set up to attack, so I'm expecting a few goals here today. I don't want to put the mockers on, but I am expecting a few.
Eibar, and their lineup for you now. Marko Dimitrovic is their goalkeeper. Takashi Inui plays with Pedro Leon in the wide positions, and they'll play with a sole striker. Quite a few changes for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois starts in goal. Sergio Ramos plays with Rafael Varane in central defence. And the great man is up front today, Cristiano Ronaldo. Real Sociedad have caught the eye. They've played some very good football, and the results have been probably better than anticipated.
Well, heading...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, he used the inside of his head well, but not the outside, off target.
Yeah, just slightly mistimed that one. The manager just hoping that that miss is not going to come back to haunt them. They are creating chances, but that was a costly miss.
Well, there are players here who stand out a bit. These two in particular, I think, today, Alan.
Well, we've earmarked these two because they have been in fantastic form this season. It's been a pleasure to watch them.
Valverde. Marcelo. Kroos. Marcelo. Good vision. Mbappe. The keeper stops it. There could be a follow-up now. Good position for the cross. Cristiano Ronaldo! Good try, simple save.
Yeah, could have saved that one with his eyes closed, I think.
It's unlike him, really, to play the ball straight to the opposition. Well, they put the squeeze on and stop the opposition playing out. And it's a straightforward save.
Yeah, that was picking cherries. He saved that 100 times out of 100.
On to Ronaldo. Players up in support if he needs them. Toni Kroos. Well, space to get the cross in. I think the opposition looked as though they believed they'd get through them, but they haven't, and now they can get on the ball and play. Valverde. And they're looking good when they get the ball out wide, and here's the shot. Promising forward play from them again. Can't keep the ball at the moment.
Good show of character by the visitors. Last 15 really have got hold of the ball. I think those players will be wondering how they're not ahead now, having really dominated this match with their forward play. Just need that finishing touch.
Toni Kroos. Mbappe. There's been a goal at the Wanda Metropolitano Stadium. Alan McInally.
It's a goal for Atletico Madrid. It's been scored by Kevin Folland. A cross came in and he hit it first time on the volley past the keeper. 30 minutes played, 1-0.
Great to have Alan McInally out and about for us, and he's brought us right up to date again there. Well, they look promising there in that wide area, but the defender's done well. Real Madrid given the throw here. Valverde. Toni Kroos. Mbappe. On to Ronaldo. Ronaldo! How did he reach that? Brilliant goalkeeping. Corner played in. And defender can get it upfield. Swung into the box. No nonsense defending. It was needed. Rafael Varane. Kroos. Mbappe. Very brave goalkeeping. coming out like this.
Starting position was right, and he had a lovely turn of pace to narrow down the angle there.
At the Benito Villamarin, Alan McInally is there, and let's hear from him about a goal.
It's a goal for Real Betis. 41 minutes played. 1-0.
Cheers, Alan. The goal that would put them in front doesn't look too far away the way they're playing. Now he's got the ball, what's he going to do with it? Pedro Leon! That's a good stop from the goalkeeper. Marcelo. Mbappe. Taking on the opposition and the responsibility as well. What an opportunity if he picks out the right man. Saved by the keeper. He can't hang on. Well, we're halfway through, and we haven't yet got a goal to bring to you. 0-0 at... And here we go with the start of the second half. Kroos. Suat-Seda. Well, let's hear about a goal at the Benito Villamarin. Alan McInally.
It's the second goal for Real Betis. 47 minutes played. 2-0.
Thank you very much, Alan. And we will have for you on EA Sports the next fixture upcoming for the home side in La Liga. Valverde. It's a good pass in behind the defenders. Mbappe! He's blocked that well. As for Real Madrid, their next game, Alan?
Yeah, they're playing Real Sociedad in the next match in La Liga, and not much at all to split the two sides for me.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, it's a goal that's been on the cards. The better team at this stage of the match. And you wonder whether they would make that domination count. Well, they've done with this goal. Thoroughly deserved. They lead.
Oh, smooth as silk, that move, and what a cross in from out wide.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. It's a tactical substitution for the losing team here. No great shots on the cards then, because it's Real Madrid who lead. Rafael Varane. Modric. A little too eager to get in behind the opposition, caught offside. And this is going to be a change here for the team that is leading. And it's clearly a tactical one to try and cement that winning position. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nothing wrong with that tackle. In fact, it was a terrific effort. And that's the way to defend. Make sure the opposition can't get on the ball in that part of the pitch. Could be a cross here. It could be dangerous. Rodriguez. Now you could see what he was trying to do. Passed it into the net, but passed it off target. Well off target. Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe. Now Rodriguez. Modric. It's about finding the right pass now. Valverde. Ronaldo. Looking for goal now. Ronaldo. It's bounced back off the bar. Dealt with the danger. And this is a good opportunity to put the ball into the penalty area now. Alan McInally's got news of a goal at the Wanda Metropolitano.
It's a goal for Espanyol. 70 minutes played, 1-1.
And we're back here again, thanks to Alan McInally.
We hardly need the stats there to tell us that Real are starting to turn the screw. They're on top now, dominating possession this last 15. And they're the team exerting all the pressure here, playing some good football, incisive stuff. And if they can get this goal to extend the lead, you'd fancy them to win out here.
Pedro Leon trying to slip it through. For score! And he scores to equalise.
We'll talk about against the run of play, but they do not care one bit.
It is level. Both sides have scored here now. Marcelo. Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo. Read the play well to intercept. Guided through. Well, the play is broken down now. 10 minutes left of regular time. In the Betis game, a goal that Alan McInally can tell us about.
It's a goal for Sevilla. It's been scored.
Mbappe! Out in front of goal. Modric. Chance to get the ball in the box. Well, that's the keeper's ball from the moment the cross left his foot. The news of this Sevilla goal was a bit brief. I apologise for that from Alan McInally. We had to move on. Sevilla have scored. The score is now 2-1. Pedro Leon. Well, suddenly they could be on the counter-attack. Well, that counter-attack didn't work, and they might be counter-attacked themselves now. Well, it's one change, and it looks like it's a case of just trying to freshen the team up a bit. There's only a minute to go. Can't keep the ball at the moment. And up goes the board. There'll be 2 added minutes. And here they go forward, maybe for the last time, looking for this winning goal. Modric. Ronaldo. Made a quick interception. And there it is, the referee has brought a halt to it all, with the team still all square. Our main feature today on EA TV, two great clubs. It's coming up for you live. This cathedral of football, Real Madrid's Bernabeu Stadium. Martin Tyler here, along with Alan Smith. The action is from La Liga. It's Real Madrid, and they take on Real Sociedad.
Yeah, thanks, Martin. Well, we've got a couple of teams.
Real chance! Very, very close. Just past the post.
Well, I think half the crowd, you know, thought that was going to nestle in the corner of the net there.
Well, you're too young, Alan, but I grew up watching Real Madrid win those European crowns in the 50s when European club football only just started, and they made such an imprint on pretty much everywhere where the television pictures were beamed in those days, and they've just moved on from strength to strength.
Well, quite simply, they're one of the most famous football clubs in the world, aren't they? Perhaps the most famous.
Well, they've got the opposition on the back foot with this break. They're coming at them with numbers. And the defender has read the cross well. Hazard. Modric! Got to it and made the save comfortably.
Yeah, he would have got some stick if that had found the net.
He's put in the corner. And the corner punched away. They say the game has changed, but when you look at Luka Modric, he could play in any generation. A proper ball-playing midfielder.
He keeps it ticking over, doesn't he? Sometimes you don't notice him, but his teammates certainly.
Clear opportunity! Terrific stop! Corner. Corner swung in. It's not really away. Poor clearance. Now Nacho. Here's Eder Militao. Akpoguma. Nacho Monreal. Now Martin Odegaard. Couldn't keep it. Good kick by the keeper. Taking on the opposition and the responsibility as well. Cross has come to nothing. Corner played in. It is a corner that's too close to the goalkeeper. He'll catch them all day. Throw in for Real Madrid. The game being played in one half of the pitch at the moment. The team with possession finding it hard, though, to get into areas where they're going to score a goal. Only partially away from danger. It looked a certain goal until the defender managed to get some contact.
That's just instinct, but that is top defending.
In goes the corner. Punched away by the keeper. Could get the ball into the box now. Modric tried to keep it down but couldn't.
If he had have, I think the keeper might have been struggling there. The manager just hoping that that miss is not going to come back to haunt them. They are creating chances, but that was a costly miss.
Zurutuza. Real Madrid given the throw here. Gareth Bale.
The hosts had more than enough for the ball today, but they have been a bit disappointing so far in the way that they've gone about the business. I don't know if they've taken it a little bit easy. They were expecting to win this. I was expecting them to. Still got a good chance of doing that, but they've got to be better than so far.
Nacho Fernandez. Modric. Still on the lookout for that chance to open up the opposition. Squandering possession cheaply, really, with that pass. Odegaard. It's an excellent cross. That's dangerous to pull the ball down here. Modric. Not a great tackle, I must say. Well, decisive refereeing here. He reached for the card straight away at that offence.
Well, you could argue he's been a bit harsh there. Maybe another ref would have just had a word instead of booking him.
Good support running on either side. Modric. Modric. It's with Marco Asensio. Valverde. Modric. It's with Marco Asensio. It's good attacking play, this, from them. Great chance to go in front. And there is the half-time whistle. 0-0 at the break. Referee just checking everything is in order, and he blows for the second half to start. Zurutuza. Stopping the pass, getting through with good piece of anticipation. Quick bit of goal news for you from Alan McInally from the Villarreal match.
It's a second goal for Villarreal. It's been scored by Paco Alcácer. More pinball than football. The defenders were hitting the ball into each other before it broke, and he fired it into the corner. 48 minutes played, 2-0.
Oh, interesting news again from Alan McInally. Thanks, Alan. It's not really away. Poor clearance. Kept out by Areola without too much difficulty. Modric. Gareth Bale. Eder Militao. Now Nacho. And Real Sociedad's next game, Alan?
Yeah, they're playing Eibar in their next match in La Liga. And, well, I think it's going to be extremely close.
Modric. Bale. The ball glued to his boots, it seems. Excellent work. Modric! Well, when it fell to Modric, you thought goal and 1-0. But it's not, it's still goalless.
Even he cannot believe he's missed that one.
Zurutuza. Into the attacking third. We've had an hour gone here, and still 30 minutes left. Plenty of width for the team to attack into. But he wants to cut in here, the winger. Very able to get his body in the way. Well, they'll see this. To the chance, Real Madrid, from this corner. Corner's taken. Off the crossbar. And back into the penalty area.
How unlucky were they just then? I do think if they keep knocking on the door, they'll find a way through. We hardly need the stats there to tell us that Real are starting to turn the screw. They're on top now, dominating possession this last 15. Yeah, they're looking good with the football that they're playing as well. This is excellent stuff. If they can't get a goal soon to get themselves ahead, they'll be kicking themselves.
Suratuza. Illaramendi. Now Martin Odegaard. One or two options now in forward areas for them. Want to keep possession, that's the way they play, but they're not doing it. Mbappe. Modric. And that will be a throw. Odegaard. And the whistle has gone because the assistant flagged for offside. Here's Eder Militao. Just over quarter of an hour left on my watch. Guiding the pass through. Ronaldo. He's got possession back for his team. Odegaard. Well, that's over the top of the defender and one to chase. And the referee looks to his assistant, who's got the flag up. It's offside. Mbappe. And out wide, they were in a good position until that defender acted very promptly and decisively. Illaramendi. Suratuza. He's read that, hasn't he, and made the interception. Made it look easy, actually. Change in tactics maybe for Real Sociedad. They're going to bring on someone from the bench.
This is going to be some finish, judging by the way the fans are getting behind these Real players.
A little bit risky, this manoeuvre, dropping off, because the ball will keep coming. Incisive pass. Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo. A goal after dominating the play. They would be wondering whether they would ever find a way through. But they have done. It was a good goal. Good build-up, fine finish, and now maybe they'll go on to take this game by the scruff of its neck. Great time to score, best time to score. Game almost over.
Just when we thought there wasn't going to be a decisive strike, we've got one here.
Oh, look at the manager. He works hard on his team on the training ground, and he's seen some reward for it down there now.
It's an interesting substitution. Rather than continuing the way they're playing, the way they've got into the lead, what we have, we hold move, I think, from the manager now. Akpoguma. Well, this is fascinating, and the crowd are loving the drama that we're watching here. Just a one goal in it in favour of the home team.
Yeah, careful that they don't start celebrating too quickly and that the players feel they've won the game before they actually have.
Rodriguez. Valverde. Plenty of room on the wing for Ronaldo. Referee has blown and he's given the free kick. The yellow card's coming out. He knew it was a booking and now he's shown him the yellow.
He's one of those who's on the borderline. I think he's a bit unlucky perhaps to get booked for that.
There is the final whistle. Incisive pass. Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo. A goal after dominating the play. They would be wondering whether they would ever find a way through. But they have done. It was a good goal. Good build-up. Fine finish.
Gracias por su tiempo. Le agradezco que haya aceptado contestar a estas preguntas. Muchas gracias por su tiempo.
Still, there is work to do if a knockout stage place is to be theirs. Will they do the job tonight? It's live next on EA TV. It's very much a temple of football, the Santiago Bernabeu, right here in the Spanish capital, Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is the former Arsenal defender, Lee Dixon. And we've got Champions League group stage action to look forward to as Real Madrid try to confirm their place in the knockout phase. It's Real Madrid against Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, Real find themselves in a very, very strong position where if all goes well tonight, they'll confirm their place in the Champions League knockout stages. No real surprise there, to be honest with you. They've played well, they're in good form, they're experienced as well.
And let's dissect the Real Madrid side. Thibaut Courtois, the Belgian, will be in goal. Sergio Ramos plays with Rafael Varane at the back. And leading the line today is Karim Benzema. And the PSG team looks like this. Keylor Navas gets the nod in goal. Thiago Silva plays alongside Marquinhos in central defence. And Mauro Icardi starts alongside Edinson Cavani. Well, he got the touch on the ball, and so a corner it'll be. Well, looking at the table, it might be a night of celebration for the home fans because Vic gets his glove on it. And putting his body on the line. And over comes the corner. Mbappe. He has time to play it over. Keeper was up to the task.
Well, it's a decent effort, but there's a real opportunity goes begging there.
Verratti now. Here is Juan Bernat. Well, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lee, doesn't really need an introduction nowadays, but what in particular are you looking forward to seeing from Ronaldo here?
Well, as soon as you start putting the ball in the net, 3 goals in the last 3 games, that breeds confidence. And when you've got a player that sharp in front of goal, he's a huge asset to the team.
It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. But I'm hearing there's been a goal in one of the other games. Alan McInally can fill us in.
It's a goal for the visitors. 16 minutes played, 1-0.
Space afforded him. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. So, a Real Madrid corner. Well, he was being very closely marked, but the header not on the target.
No, just off target, and the thing is, the defender did his job, but he just couldn't quite get enough of his head on it.
Verratti. Under Herrera. Icardi. Dangerous looking through ball. Cavani. Neymar! And it's come off the keeper. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. For a counter to succeed, it has to happen at lightning pace. It didn't. Firing it in. Keylor Navas with a terrific save.
Absolutely genius.
This is Neymar. Good-looking sequence. Here is Juan Bernat. Thiago Silva. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Mbappe. Mbappe! The first goal of the match, and the lead certainly doesn't flatter them.
It's taken a while, but the pressure has taken its toll. Well, we could take another look at this. There's nothing much the keeper can do. Close range finish, really good play, and he doesn't miss from there.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. And the match back in business. Real Madrid with the advantage. Di Maria. Now Meunier. Di Maria. I don't think he'll be proud of that challenge, and it's left to the referee to decide what happens next. A red card then, and that could really complicate life for them. It did look as though things were going their way.
Well, it should be an easy end to this game, but maybe not now. They give the opposition a chance.
Substitution for Real Madrid. And the keeper taking care of the situation. Benzema. But a few years ago, we didn't really think of Paris Saint-Germain as potential Champions League winners. So, will it be? And the goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, sometimes it's really hard to play against 10 men, and this lot are finding it hard. They're losing this game now, and you have to give credit. 10 men and now winning this game.
So 2-0 now. Now Meunier. Well, they've jumped in front, Lee. That's the most important thing. Your assessment so far?
Well, Real will be happy if it stays like this for sure. There's still some work to do in the second half, though. With the clock ticking down before their half-time cup of tea, it's imperative the players stay concentrated.
Mbappe. Less than convinced. And in with a real chance. And Thiago Silva knows a thing or two about blocking. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. And crossing here, Di Maria. Well, trying his luck with the header, but too much elevation. Well, you always want to stamp your ticket for the knockout. Underway then in the second half of this Champions League group stage confrontation. Verratti now. Straight down the throat of the opposition.
Real Madrid certainly enjoying the lion's share of possession here. If you have that much of the ball, you can put pressure on the opposition defence. And they look like the...
It's an accurate pass from Kroos. Well, as the attacking side, you might dispute it, but offside by a hair.
Yeah, spot on from the linesman. Spot on, but it was close.
Well, we have a mouth-watering tussle from La Liga coming up for you here on EA TV. It's Real Madrid against Alaves.
Well, that should be a really interesting matchup. Atmosphere, I'm sure we're going to get an absolute belter, Derek.
Space afforded him. Mbappe in the centre. Now you can see he was feeling the pressure, but gave it a go anyway. Not close though.
Well, it was definitely worth the chance, just got the technique a little bit off.
Here's Ramos. This is Kroos. Cristiano Ronaldo. Couldn't keep the ball. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Gay. Thiago Silva. Marquinhos. What a shocking pass, really. Ronaldo. Isco has it. It's a perfect challenge. Well, let's get details of a goal that's been scored in one. Oh, a nice-looking pass. Bernat. Neymar. What a vital intervention. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Gay. Here's Cavani. Wide of the target, and he's going to be disappointed.
Disappointed? Wow, it's a shocker. He should be doing a lot better than that.
Well, we're sorry for interrupting you there, Alan. Just to confirm for you, a goal scored by the home side. And they're in front at the moment. And treading it forward. Mbappe. Isco. Can he open them up here? And Benzema wasteful with that one. Intense pressure. Over the touchline for a throw-in. PSG are going to switch things around on the personnel front. Here's Ronaldo. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Here's Icardi. Neymar. Verratti. Here's Marquinhos. This is Neymar. And now Gay. PSG on the move with purpose. What can they do from this particular position? He succeeds in clearing it. Inside the last quarter of an hour. Now Meunier. Teammates could potentially join in. Now what does Di Maria have in store for the defenders? Here's Ronaldo. And considerable space afforded Real Madrid. Ronaldo moves away. Ronaldo! Top-notch goalkeeping from Keylor Navas. Kroos with the corner. Punched away. Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week. Icardi. Neymar. Marquinhos. Verratti. This is Neymar. And now Gay. Meunier. Giving the ball away. And it's a case of just 5 minutes left. Good-looking ball. There could be a chance now. It's a splendid run by Mbappe. Can he put it away? Well, that is a moment I'm sure he wishes he could have back.
Well, he did everything right, the movement and everything. He got his head on it, but it's way off target.
Here's Ronaldo. Looks promising, this. Mbappe. Benzema waiting. Insufficient guile on the crossing front, you've got to say. And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. Ramos. Valverde. Benzema. Thiago Silva wins it. And so that is going to be that. The final whistle here. And they're in a pretty comfortable position because not only have they booked a place in the knockout stages, it's still very much on for them to finish top of the group league.
Yeah, absolutely. Going through takes the pressure off a little bit.
Gracias por su tiempo. Le agradezco que haya aceptado contestar a estas preguntas. De nuevo, gracias por su tiempo.